How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the block. Today is another episode of Platinum Reviews where I go over 5 games that I have personally platinumed, so I feel that I have the expertise to give you a objective opinion on these games, seeing as how I've done everything they've had to offer. So let's jump over to game number 1, Marvel Spider-Man 2. This game takes everything from the first Marvel Spider-Man and makes it better. It's actually really hard. The wingsuits and the flying through the city is the biggest upgrade here. And I'm telling you, traversing the city, going back and playing Spider-Man, the first one, it's very noticeable. It's very hard to just be like, yeah, I'll swing through the city. No, the wingsuits make everything so much faster, so much cooler. It feels smooth. The boss battles in this are over the top and epic. You start off with a giant Sandman boss fight. You fight the lizard. It's so good. So much side content. There's a lot of side bosses you can run into. Find little side missions like Mysterio. I thought that was fun. And so, yeah, overall, it's great. The story is pretty solid. I don't quite enjoy, and this is just a story choice. I'm not even taking points away from this. I just don't think like we've had enough time with Peter, and they seem to be pushing this thing where they're pushing Peter out for Miles Morales. And I don't think we spent enough time with Peter Parker. We've only had 2 games. What are you doing? Like, why not just branch off and do some Miles stuff, video games, and keep the Peter stuff? But I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. We got Marvel's Wolverine hopefully coming out this year. So hopefully maybe eventually that'll tie in, and then we'll start getting high-quality Marvel games like this, branched out over multiple different groups of superheroes and stuff, and they can all interact with each other, and it'd be like a gaming MCU, which I'm down for. I would love that. I think that would be super cool. Where I'm gonna have to deduct points. Stop making me play as Mary Jane. Stop it. No one wants to play as Mary Jane. Okay? No one wants... Granted, she can solo any boss in this game. She can one-hit anyone. She can take down all of Kraven's soldiers without dying. So, that's a thing now. She took one class with a Silver Sable, and now she's a fucking Rambo. But even then, those are the worst parts of the game. Don't make me play as Miles' girlfriend. I don't care. I don't, like, you can let us know. Which, first of all, playing as Miles' girlfriend added nothing to the story. In the Mary Jane sections, you can just let us know in a piece of dialogue that she was here and then she made it to this area. That's fine. I'm playing a superhero game. I want to play a superhero, right? And for that, I'm going to have to take a point away because it was a criticism in the first game too. Yes, you amped it up and you made it to where I could fight back a little bit, but just get rid of it. No one wants to play as fucking Mary Jane wants it when they buy a Spider-Man game. But they get to play as Venom. Venom was awesome. Great character design. Great. Kraven was a fantastic villain. And the whole time they're building up this whole thing with Kraven being the big bad and everything. And the boss fights are unique. But then you find out that Venom is the real villain because they go head to head and... Dude, Venom fucks Kraven up bad. Alright, he never had a shot. So, overall, story, graphics, gameplay, everything, I just have to subtract. You make us play these long, out, overgrown sections with these characters that we don't want to play as. We're fine having them in the cast. We're fine having them have dialogue. We're fine integrating them into the story, but we don't want to play them. They're legitimately the most boring part of the game. So just stop. Just rip that out. I don't want to play as someone that does not have superpowers and has to sneak everywhere. Alright? So with that, I'm going to give Marvel Spider-Man 2 a 9 out of 10. Alright, I do love the game. It's great. I've played it through twice. Platinumed it. I enjoyed it for the heavy majority of it. It's just those small little parts where you just like hit the brakes and slow down. And I'm not really having too much fun anymore. I just want to get through the section so I can get back to playing Spider-Man. So, and so 9 out of 10 for Marvel Spider-Man 2. All right, the second game is actually another Marvel game. I was still hungry for a Marvel game after Spider-Man, so I went and I purchased Marvel's Midnight Suns. And this game is actually really fun. It's really charming. It's pretty kid-friendly. And it is more of a strategy game, kind of like XCOM. It's made by the developers that made XCOM. But it's got a little card system and a buddy system where, I mean, you've got Blade, you've got Wolverine, you've got Storm, you've got Deadpool, you've got Magic, you've got Nico Minora, you've got all Doctor Strange, Iron Man. You've got all these characters you can play with and interact with and build up character levels to unlock new abilities. The abilities are shown in kind of a card system. Like every character has a deck of cards that you can, and most of the characters can play incredibly different based on what cards you're adding to them. And you're trying to stop Lilith, and you play as, you know, a voiceless protagonist, but you create your own character and you get to interact with all these other characters and recruit them into your group. Tons of side activities, tons of fun. Tons of fun little things you can get, tons of skins, challenges, and ultimately a pretty fun story. You know, it's not like a masterpiece or anything like that, but I will say the gameplay is super addictive. It really is. It's super fun. I've actually restarted from scratch, not even New Game Plus, multiple times just to get in there and mess around with the gameplay system because it's really fun to play. I actually intend on getting back up there and playing on higher difficulties to see how that kind of affects things. But I played on normal difficulty, and yeah, overall, Marvel's Midnight Suns, I'm gonna drop it at an 8 out of 10. It's not a super huge like spectacle like Spider-Man, but it is underrated, and a lot of people haven't played it, and I highly recommend go checking it out because, man, I had such a great time. Like, most of the time, I was having fun, all right? Whether it's chatting with Blade and watching a movie with Nico Minora or doing some training with fucking Deadpool. Like, it's just really, really enjoyable. And the only thing that could have made this better, and hopefully we can get something like this in the future, is my recommendation, up it to an M rating and then just kind of open it up, all right? I think that would be an excellent idea if we're able to get a Midnight Suns 2 or some other story arc out of it. So, 8 out of 10 for Marvel's Midnight Suns. Love it. Fantastic. Super underrated game. So I highly recommend you go check it out, especially if you like strategy games and you like Marvel. So next up is Mortal Kombat 1. So I am a big Mortal Kombat stan. I love Mortal Kombat. I've played every Mortal Kombat that's ever come out. Like that and Resident Evil, I've played throughout the entire history of it. Started when I was a kid, and every time a new one's about to drop, I get all hyped. But Mortal Kombat 1, brother, you guys dropped the ball. You really did. First off, all right, the cameo system it's a bad idea. All right, all you're doing is teasing fans. Where you could have had a real tag team system and all these cameo characters being real characters in with the main roster. You can do that. I know you can do that. All right. Charging for fatalities. They tried to implement so many live service aspects into this. The invasions mode is simply not good. All right. The invasions mode, they throw a lot of the modes. They throw so many modifiers in there that you can't even play the game. Like, you can't jump, you can't attack, you can't nothing. You just gotta hope that you get hit by less modifiers than the AI opponent to unlock stuff. Like, that is the gist of that whole section. It is slow, it is grindy, it is not fun. Bring back the crypt. And like I said, I do not dig the cameos, just do not flow right with me. And despite me loving the cinematics and the story, and you know, I love that we have a fighting game that you get like a full cinematic, awesome experience that you get to play through with all the characters and absorb lore. But we keep resetting timelines and doing the same shit over and over again, and it's getting old. Like, stop rebooting timelines. Get creative. Actually start your fucking timeline and go through. Yes, characters are gonna get old. Characters have to get killed off. All this other nonsense. And instead of doing the trope where you bring them back as a zombie or something, actually put new characters in and create brand new characters for the franchise and actually run this shit. We never even get to like actually continue the continuity and build a world that's fucking understandable, because now I don't even understand what the fuck we're doing here. All right, and I'm a huge fan. And you know, it's always fun to get on with a friend and, you know, play some King of the Hill or something like that. That's, you know, trash talk back and forth with each other. But I feel like most of the other stuff, you know, it's got great graphics, great costumes, fatalities, brutalities, all that, really good. But overall, it's worse than MK11 in almost every aspect. So, and that's the one that came before this. And for that, I got to give Mortal Kombat 1 a 6 out of 10. I got to do it. If you're just looking for something fun, I'd say $10. If you can find it for $10, I would recommend getting it. But if you're looking for a brand new one to come in and start learning the game, I would actually recommend Mortal Kombat 11 over this. If you're in it for the story, you can look up a video. I'll play this through the story here for you, if that's something you guys want. But yeah, it is definitely the most disappointing Mortal Kombat that's come out since Mortal Kombat 9, in my opinion. So yeah, 6 out of 10 for Mortal Kombat 1. Not impressed. I hope NetherRealm can do better, but with Netflix taking them over, I don't know where that's going to lead. It's going to be a clusterfuck. Anyhow, moving on to number 4 on this list, Cyberpunk 2077. So I was one of the people that was fortunate enough, I would say, or unfortunate. I pre-ordered it when it came out. All right, and the only bugs, I fell through the planet once. I fell through the game once, through the floor. And then every 2 hours, it would crash. But other than that, I didn't get any of the super crazy, like, glitches or anything like that most other people got. But there was a little glitch that would not allow me to platinum it. One of the platinum trophies would not pop for me. So I actually ended up platinuming this in 2024, long after I came back to it. And wow, what a breath of fresh air. This game is fantastic. So fun. And I'm reviewing this from the playthrough that I platinumed. Threw it on hard mode, went through, played the whole thing, 100%ed it. So many different builds you can use, so many different skill trees, so many different dialogue options, so many different side missions, and a lot of the encounters feel unique and fun. There's certain things that don't work on certain enemies. You can just go around the corner and run into a cyber psycho, which is basically like a really dangerous mini boss. And there's plenty of those. I felt the world was alive, and it didn't overstay its welcome. This is about the right size of open world game that I like. All right. Took about 65 hours to platinum, and my only real complaint about it, and I'm not even going to take a point away because they just didn't have it. They just didn't do it from the get. They didn't promise they were going to do it, anything like that. So, but you only have a finite amount of skill points to upgrade your character, and I think this is the ideal game to have a new game plus, because I'm very curious how overpowered you can get by maxing out every skill tree. That would be like a power trip in itself, like a power fantasy. It would be amazing, but unfortunately they didn't do it. But I'm not even going to take a point away for that, because it was never, like, games don't have to do that. It's nice. It's a nice feature, but they never claimed they were. I just feel like it was a missed opportunity. And with that, I give Cyberpunk 2077 a 10 out of 10 from the time that I platinumed it. Like I said, I was fully immersed the entire time. I was running side hustles of, you know, breaking down components and selling the expensive ones, and like farming money and shit like that. And I was fully invested in all the characters, the stories, the arcs, and just being a badass with samurai sword and some pistols and Manus blades. And then the Fight Club parts were excellent. So I highly recommend you go grab this. I'd still pay full price for this in the state that it is, but seeing as how it's a older game now, I'd pay $30 for this. I would pay $30 for this. So yeah, that is the 10 out of the 10 for the list so far. And moving on, we're gonna talk about Black Myth Wukong. All right, I platinumed this on October 30th, 2024. And my God, I'm going to say it with my full chest right now. Right here and now. I'm saying this right now. This game right here is a better experience than FromSoft has ever given us. All the Souls games, this is better than that. Alright? Bloodborne, I think this is better than that. Elden Ring, I think this game is better than that. I have not played Sekiro yet. It is on my backlog for a future video. If I get the feeling, if you guys let me know if that would be something you would watch me suffer through, I will play it and I will stream it if you guys will watch it. But Black Myth Wukong has style. It has graphics. It has personality. It has grand fucking huge sets of fucking awesomeness going on all the time. The combat, it skill checks you early on, alright? It skill checks you early on with this big blue-headed bitch that killed me like 50 times. But after I finally beat him, it like forces you, and he's optional, but if you go up against him early on, it forces you to learn the mechanics of the game so you can continue with the game. After fighting him, I didn't have nearly as much of a problem moving forward with any of the other bosses. They all felt challenging, but fair. They felt challenging, rewarding, and earned. The upgrades, they kept it simple. They didn't over fucking barrage you with 5 million different helmets that all look the same but have slightly different stats. Alright? The abilities are specific. The relics you get are specific. They do specific things, and they're for specific builds, and everything just felt so good. The cutscenes are beautiful, fantastic, epic, over the top. It's like watching a fucking anime. Like, just super, I cannot explain. Like, if this is the game right here, like, alright, if you want to play the best game on this list, Black Myth Wukong is the best game on this list. Alright, go grab it. Go ham. Get it. Because it's, like I said, I haven't played Sekiro yet, but all the other Souls games I have played, this is better than that. This beats at least every other From Software game. Like, and I've played them all. I've platinumed Elden Ring and Bloodborne, and I can tell you right now, this is better. This tells a more coherent story. This actually, like, builds anything. You don't have to sit and fucking read every single object you pick up. It actually expands during its cutscenes and lets you know kind of what the fuck is going on. And for that, Black Myth Wukong gets my salute for this video's recommendation. Alright? Go grab it. I would pay full price for this game today. It is that good. I'm looking forward to similar things this year, like Phantom Blade. Phantom Blade Zero looks like it's going to be a good one, so I'm probably going to be grabbing that. And so, with that, dude, like, Black Myth Wukong, by the way, I think I forgot to give a rating. It's a 10 out of 10. We got two 10 out of 10s on this list. I've platinumed both of them. I feel educated enough to fucking say it with my chest. Black Myth Wukong, fucking 2 thumbs up. Fantastic. Cannot wait for the sequel. We get to play as a completely different entity, a completely different character. So that's going to be fun. I will be getting that. These guys have earned my respect and have earned my money. And until they do me wrong, if they keep putting shit out like this, I'm down. So, with that being said, thank you for visiting with me. If you made it this far, please like, subscribe. It really helps me out. Lets me keep doing videos like this, and helps me build towards my goal of getting monetized this year. So, that was my New Year's resolution. But other than that, it is Friday. So, you guys have an excellent weekend, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.